Reed, what up, bro? You going to work your team? I'll let you. Shout out to the Lost Boys. Y'all stay intact, all right? Peace right here in the building.
REED-BBS, BBS. Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua. If you've listened to even one of REED-BBS, British boxing posts, videos, you know I'm a big fan of pomp, circumstance, atmosphere, etc., etc. And no figure in British boxing has done that lately to the degree that Anthony Joshua AJ has. To which I now have to ask, is it over? Is it over? Instead of Sweet Caroline, oh, oh, oh. Should UK crowd sing End of the Road by Boys to Men before Joshua fights? For the last decade, man, Joshua's been the straw stirring the UK prize fighting drink. Like it, love it, loathe it, hate it, that's what that is. But now, back-to-back convincing losses to the superbly skilled Alexander Usyk, who, by the way, he could not have been 100% focused and dialed in on Joshua, given the state of affairs in the Ukraine. Let's just put that out there. This man had a lot on his mind, obviously, but still fought splendidly. So now, with that said, Joshua's on the verge of becoming just a guy, man. Just a guy in the scheme of things. A handsomely rewarded guy, admittedly. A guy who came within a stone's throw of being undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. But a guy nonetheless. Now, before I dig deeper into why I think Joshua's on the verge of becoming just a guy, I want to remind you to subscribe, comment, give me your thoughts. Post it on YouTube. Remember, sharing is caring. Love tap and or bitch slap that like button for your boy. And shout out to the homies at fightbeat.com. Simply put, Joshua cannot beat Usyk. If they fought 10 times, Usyk would find a way to beat Joshua 11 times out of 10. 11 times out of 10. I said what I said. Joshua, he fought better in the rematch. He was more aggressive. He imposed his size and strength and stretches. Good body work. He won 2 of the first 3 rounds. But then he won just 2 of the ensuing 9 rounds on my card. That's the level of dominance, you could basically say, that Usyk imposed upon Joshua. Also, Joshua cannot beat Tyson Fury, in my opinion. Fury's a born fighter, whereas Joshua's an athlete who took up boxing late. A weightlifter, as Fury calls him, a weightlifter. Fury's polish, his relaxation under fire, his skill, his flexibility, agility, it all dwarfs AJ's, man. Yeah, you would on the surface say AJ's the better athlete, but to me, there's a level of flexibility and mobility to athletes also, and in that regard, Fury dwarfs Joshua. Oh, and Fury's the bigger man also. Basically, he'd box circles around Joshua and possibly even stop him late. Andy Ruiz, it's another name still out there. He'll always be a dicey proposition for Joshua, always. Joshua will always have to peck and poke his way to safe decisions and pray Bad Build Andy comes in at 280 plus again. Luis Ortiz, put it this way. Ortiz signed with Matchroom back in the day, thinking it would help him land an AJ fight. But instead, he got buried on Joshua undercards. That's what ended up happening. Yes, Ortiz had his bite at the apple also, though, and he passed on being a late replacement to face AJ prior to Ruiz accepting it and becoming the first Mexican heavyweight champion ever. But either way, Ortiz is a dangerous fight for Joshua, man, especially Joshua at this stage of the game. Which brings me to Bomb Squad. Deontay Wilder, assuming he gets past the upset-minded Robert Helenius unscathed, That's another topic for another day, though. But assuming he gets past that, that's really the only fight Joshua should take. He should sit and wait for that fight, and then that's the only fight he should pursue is Wilder. Now, if and when this fight is signed, promotion needs to be called A Little Too Ironic, like the Morissette song. Because here it is, Joshua, for the longest, had 3 belts. Wilder had 1 belt. They could have, should have fought for all the fucking marbles, but now they'll only be fighting for the championship of each other. Literally, that's it. And the loser basically needs to go work in a call center or do something else. Bye. Sadly, much ado has been made about AJ's immediate USIC post-fight comments. But what's funny to me is the same motherfuckers that bitched about how postured, packaged, and bland dude was, they also bitching when the British rude boy surfaces. Can't burn the candle from both ends, motherfuckers. So which is it? Which is it? You want him to be fake or you want him to be who he is? Like, goddamn, if you just don't like him, just say you don't like him and leave it at that. Before I get out of here, I gotta give Usyk his flowers. Former undisputed champion at cruiser. Now he's 1 belt, 1 fight away from being undisputed at heavyweight, man. That's dope, dog. Usyk, he's tough, he's tactical, he's technical. But I just can't see him beating Tyson Fury, though, man. I hate to say it. Trying to get a man his flowers, but obviously, especially in boxing, we're always thinking next fight. And like I posted on Fight Beat, when a fighter can do what you do, yet he's half a foot taller and 60 pounds heavier, give or take, you're not beating him, dog. You're not beating him. Sure, yes, let's put it out there. Former cruiserweight champ Steve USS Cunningham dropped Fury hard. But I think, in hindsight, that boils down to respect. Respect. Until he got dropped, I don't think Fury had any respect for USS Cunningham. Whereas, against Usyk, Fury will walk into the ring with a healthy dose of such. REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.